You grew up in a perfect white picket fence life, in a perfect home, with perfect parents, perfect siblings, perfect grades. Nothing was ever out of place. Or was it? Your memory's a little jaded, it seems. Maybe you got it all wrong. You were taught father builds the home, and the mother maintains it. But how was dad making money again? Geez, you can't remember. Or did you choose to forget? And like the perfect sim you are, you fell in love in high school with the perfect person. Or you thought they were perfect until you saw them kissing your sister. And only a few years later, they got married. And you weren't even invited to the wedding. No, this wasn't how it was supposed to be. You were perfect. Where did it go wrong? Hello everyone and welcome to our brand new Crybaby Whims series. I'm so excited for this one, and in that little intro there you could see a bit of the backstory of the starting sim Gen 1 Lauren, and I'm quickly going to go over the rules before anything, and then I'm going to introduce you to the rest of the cast. So the rules for the first gen are: have a high school sweetheart you start on bad terms with, which she already has. I'm going to talk about him in a second. Have a very caring spouse who you're madly in love with. She already has that as well. Okay, I'm not going to disturb him, he's literally in the bathroom. Have a perfect white picket fence home with your spouse, which they definitely have already. However, this is where it starts to get kind of interesting. Slowly rebuild a relationship with your ex. Start hooking up with your ex and one of you gets pregnant. Raise the child under your roof. Have 3 more children with your spouse. Divorce your spouse as an adult and take all the children. Oh, look at them having breakfast together. Stop being a stay-at-home parent and join the politician career. And master the aspiration. So even though everything's looking quite perfect and cute right now, there is going to be a lot happening in Lauren's life. But while they're having breakfast together before Lewis here has to go to work, I'm also going to show you the rest of the family. I'm going to show you the family through this view because it's a little messy, so I think this will be the easiest way to explain everything. So obviously we have Lauren and Lewis here, and these are Lauren's parents, her mom Bethany and her dad Wade. This will be her brother Brian and his fiancée Maya, who I just got a notification before I started recording that she got pregnant, so they're going to be having a little baby already. This is Lauren's sister Annette, who is married to Justin, who is Lauren's ex. So obviously it's in the rules, it's already quite messy, but it gets a bit messier. This here is Janice, who is Lewis's mother, and this here is Carmen, who is Justin's mother. And if you're wondering, they look kind of similar, that's because they're actually twin sisters. So that means that these two are half brothers who are also cousins, technically. So how did that happen? We have this guy here, Eddie, who is father obviously to both of them, but why did that happen? Well, he's a bit of a bastard, and while he was younger, he had this messed up goal of dating both of the twins. They didn't know about that, and they got pregnant at around the same time, and then he just dumped them both. So we have this entire situation happening, so that's going to be quite interesting. And because of the rules, since Lauren does have to get pregnant with Justin eventually, that's also going to happen to her children. One of the kids, who's Justin's, is also going to be a cousin to all of their half siblings. So we didn't even get started yet, and it's quite juicy already. Okay, now that you're finally familiar with everything and you know what's going on, I can also kind of explain the house a little bit and all the other family dynamics, even though I will get into that a bit later too. But we have this beautiful house that Lauren's parents helped them buy, and they're not very subtle. There are 3 empty bedrooms here and a fully decorated children's playroom, so they want grandbabies like now, and I think that will happen kind of soon because Lauren was raised to just be a housewife, have babies, as many as possible I suppose, and take care of them while the husband is at work. Now, do I agree with that? Not so much, but her mother is quite traditional, so she raised her daughters the same way. She got married very young. I think the heartbreak with her high school sweetheart because of her sister maybe made her rush into things, so they got married really soon. They don't even have any wedding photos or anything because it was just like, okay, we're gonna get married right now, that's gonna be a done deal. So she did rush into everything quite quickly, which also kind of like maybe explains that she turns her life over in the future, but I'm getting ahead of myself. But also because of this entire thing that she's supposed to get married young and have children and everything, she's low-key competitive with her sister. Her sister literally has the jealous trait. She was always a bit jealous of Lauren for no reason really, but she even went as far as to steal her boyfriend in high school and marry him. So I feel like there is some conflict there, but they were raised to never hold grudges against their siblings. That would be disgraceful. So everything kind of had to be swept under the rug. So even though she probably still has issues with Justin, she's trying to act normal around her sister. Now, is that bothering her? Probably yes, but she feels like she's not allowed to show that, which is why once Lewis goes to work, she will actually even invite her sister to come hang out. So let's invite Annette, and also I would like to see Maya. Oh my god, do you not know Maya? I think I messed that up a bit. I overlooked that relationship. I'm just gonna spawn her in here, that's fine. But I would like them to hang out, especially because she's probably gonna be a bit lonely once her husband is at work. She doesn't have much to do yet because there's no babies or anything. So I think she would like to hang out with her sister and future sister-in-law. Oh, Annette is already here. Come on, let's invite her in. I feel like they would really just compete all the time. So she's gonna boast about family. Look how beautiful my house is. Look how amazing my husband is. And I'm gonna have babies and everything. Kind of rubbing it in. She wants to do that before her sister. There's no any bad sentiments or bad relationship or anything. I just feel like they will be really competitive in that regard. And I guess let's also have you introduce yourself to Maya. I accidentally just kind of, why are you naked? What are you doing? No. I'm just gonna pretend that didn't happen. Please get dressed for that. Are you not gonna? Oh, you're gonna have a bad first impression. Where are you sad though? Oh, she's still kind of mourning that relationship. I feel like it's been a couple of years since then, but she's still not really over it. I think even though she doesn't have any bad sentiments towards Annette directly, it's still a reminder of what happened. This is actually perfect because I wanted to invite her mum over, but a bit later. So let's just say no for now. Please get dressed. This is really stressing me out. Please get dressed. Even though I did kind of want to invite them for coffee, they can't really grab a coffee together. So maybe we should just have a drink. I know it's 10 a.m, but come on, they're all housewives, I think. It's fine, right? Oh, she can cry about breakup. That's a little bit weird. However, she could celebrate her new partner. I feel like she would like to flex. I keep saying that, but it's right there. But I think while Lauren is talking about her partner, Annette would probably talk about hers as well. She's literally bored of that conversation. She's like, I want to talk about my stuff. I just want to talk about my amazing wedding that was kind of recent. Oh my god, it's such a shame you weren't there. I guess the invite got lost. I'm so sorry. So she brought Lauren a bit of a gift just to remind her and show her what the wedding was like. I'm gonna have Annette gift something to Lauren, and that is gonna be one of the wedding photos, so she has a constant reminder of that in the house. Oh, I feel like she's gonna be thrilled about that. Thank you so much, Annette. I wonder what that is. She's really surprised by that, that's for sure. Thank you, sweetie. I'm gonna put that in a really, really nice place. I am so happy to have that. Maybe right here, just behind the flowers. It's in a totally visible spot. It's just so relevant and prominent, right? You can totally tell what that is. But while they're talking, I think Annette will kind of mention that, look, we've not really had a get-together since my wedding, and our mom is requesting a family dinner, so I think you kind of should organize something. And I don't think Lauren will be too happy. She literally just left the conversation to just go clean up and I guess put her thoughts together to think of what she could do in that situation, because how could she have Justin in her house after everything that happened? But because of the way she was raised, I think she can't really say no, especially to her mom. Her mom even called her this morning to visit, so she feels like she's obligated to actually organize a get-together this evening. Oh, let me see what's her first impression of Maya. Oh, interesting. Lauren thinks Maya is pretentious, but Maya thinks Lauren is emotionally expressive. I wouldn't say she's emotionally expressive enough because she has to bottle up so much drama with her sister, but okay. I've not really worked out a timeline, but I think Lauren got married first, actually. It was just a really quick wedding, as I said, but then Annette went and had a really big, extravagant wedding, which Lauren obviously wasn't invited to. But hey, at least she's got a really nice picture there to remind her of that, right? Wow, Annette is so generous. Mention her selfless generosity. You are so amazing. You went all the way to my house to give me this beautiful photo. Thank you for giving me a wedding photo of you and my ex-boyfriend who you stole from me. Share some personal life goals. Tell her you want to have beautiful family, so many children running around. Something she's maybe maybe not considered yet, but now feels like she has to because she wants to be better than her. I don't want to make Annette look like a villain. They have a nice relationship. It's just a bit toxic. Let's see, when is Lewis back from work? So Lauren knows how to organize everything. He works until 5. So Lauren, how about you actually maybe make some food for the dinner? Oh, it was nice to hear from you, cutie. Call me later, okay? She was talking on the phone to someone and I just ignored that. This game, I'm Lauren. I didn't even do anything yet. What are you doing? I think she was maybe inviting everyone over to let them know about the dinner, but Justin was a bit too happy about that. Lauren, I didn't even start doing anything yet. You are just one-upping me as well. Well, drama is just writing itself now, isn't it? So the dinner is ready. I don't want you to grab a plate now. There's not going to be enough for the dinner. Oh my god, Lauren. Okay, fine. I think you have some time to cook something else. Oh, she could cook together with her sister maybe. And you can actually make a nice grand dinner. So maybe let's have a turkey dinner. This might also be an opportunity to compete who's going to cook better. I think both of them would be really desperate to prove themselves to their mom, especially. And who's going to take charge? I think it's probably going to be Lauren, which is fair enough. It is her house. It is her kitchen. So it makes sense that Annette would just kind of stand by. But they're both very much so cooking. I wonder if the quality is going to be okay. They're both not that good at cooking, but at least they got a sentiment together. They have a nice relationship despite everything. Lewis, how was your day at work? You almost got a promotion. That's really good. Are you about to finish that dinner so I can invite everyone over? She's really still struggling. I really wonder how she's gonna feel around Justin. And how did it turn out? I really just hope that it's a nice quality. It's normal quality. I think their mother will be okay with that. It's not excellent like hers would be, but I feel like it's possible. Oh no, Lewis just got a call from Justin to come over to hang out. They're not really that close. They actually just started working in the same office together, where Brian also works, Lauren's brother. So all three of them are kind of pretty okay friends now. I think Justin just started working there recently, so that kind of rekindled the sibling relationship because they weren't that close as children. And also that coincidence that they married siblings, which I guess they both just think it's funny. I don't think Justin really sees how big of an issue all of this is for Lauren, but we're gonna explore that a bit later. But let's just say no for now because Lauren needs to take care of herself, and then we can actually organize the family dinner. But before that, since she is probably a bit of a wreck about that, I think she should psych herself up. Hopefully this will get her to the point of confidence where she feels like she can pull this off. But now let's have you plan a social event. And even though she's not really happy about that, she will have to invite Justin. And Lauren got so dressed up. She looks beautiful. Oh, she's so stunning. Turn around so I can get a good look at her. Oh, she's so pretty. I cannot get over that. What should we do first? Maybe just have everyone have the food first. And who's gonna sit where? Where is Justin gonna sit? And oh, they just passed each other. As far as I can tell, there are no bad moodlets yet, at least. And you're gonna sit opposite of him. Alright, how about you talk to your mother? She kinda, in a way, requested this dinner, so I feel like it would be kind of fair to talk to her, thank her for coming. I feel like this would be a bit of an honor to have her here. It's just the way they were raised. I don't know. I feel like they would really seek approval of their mother. She asked her mother, do you think I'm good to you? And let's see, what is she gonna say? Oh no, I don't actually. I feel like she really wants some grandchildren. She's like, where are my grandbabies? You've been living here for a couple of, I don't know, months. Just get pregnant already, which is so much pressure. But I think Lewis should also get involved in the conversation. Just talk to everyone. He is totally fine, maybe a bit oblivious to all of these issues. I think everyone would be. It's just Lauren really struggling. She even has feeling sad from gloomy trait. It is just the gloomy trait, but it's also probably a bit because of this situation. It's just painfully awkward, isn't it? It feels a bit quiet around the table. This will be probably one of the first times everyone met up after Annette's and Justin's wedding, so it's just a little tense in the family because not everyone sees this as a big issue, but it's still quite awkward, you know? This is actually going much better than I expected. I thought she would be a wreck once she sees Justin, but she's doing totally fine. I think psyching herself up in front of the mirror worked wonders for her, and she's about to serve some pancakes even. I got a pop-up that Lewis is a family-oriented sim. Just as Bethany walked by, maybe she just also commented again, how about some grandbabies? and Lewis is probably considering it. Lauren is too, but probably for different reasons. To compete with her sister and also to please her mother. Maybe not the best reasoning, but she is considering it. She's just so all over the place that she didn't even continue making these pancakes. She just really needed that drink. She's really taking her time with these pancakes, but I think that's just an excuse to be far away from everyone. Even though she's doing quite well, she's not really. She's remembering again. She's just feeling quite sad still, but she has to keep it bottled up behind all of this. Their relationship is still 100 on the bad side, so nothing really got improved. I really thought they would have some conversations in a group and everything, but it just didn't happen. Bethany is coming over to Lauren to, well, clean and see how the food is going, but probably also just to check up and see what's happening. And the pancakes she just made are poor quality. Throw that away before everyone sees. But everyone seems to be going now, so maybe you could clean up. Oh no, just in time. She is a sad drunk. Of course she's a sad drunk. I'm not even surprised at all. Lewis, maybe you could help out with the cleaning. You already are. You're so lovely. And even though she's a sad drunk, and this would be such a horrible idea, all of the comments from her mother maybe would make her want to try for a baby. So she's gonna ask Lewis about children. He's revealing a deep secret, and she is just gonna drunk woohoo. She's like, okay, let's just try for a baby. I want a child. I want a child right now. And even though that's a sad drunk decision and it's not really appropriate time and appropriate reason, they're gonna woohoo and I guess try for a baby, and we'll see if anything comes of it. I just noticed that Lauren has a sentiment with her mother, and she has an adoring sentiment. She wants best for Bethany and thinks she's wonderful. She loves her mother, but maybe she wants to be like her a bit too much, even though it's not fitting with her personality. I guess she's gonna learn that the hard way. I'm not gonna have her take a pregnancy test, at least not yet. Maybe a bit later once they try a couple more times, but right now I feel like it's still kind of unnecessary. And she's feeling tense and sad again. She gets sad a lot. It's really safe to say that she's really still struggling. What are you two gonna do? I mean, maybe just real quick you could try for pregnancy again. You have just enough time before he has to go to work, I think, since she really seems to be keen on trying now. Again, I said this for a billion times already, maybe not for the right reasons, but she wants to try for that baby. When Lewis is back from work, because he's going in 30 minutes, so I don't have time for that, I will send him off to evaluate their fertility and riskiness, both of them. I'm really curious to see that, so maybe that will also give me a clue to what's happening and was this successful. Her mom called her to say, I hope you're having a good day, are you, Lauren? But maybe that call was also to ask if the grandchildren are being worked on. She's feeling quite sad, still thinking about the breakup, and she also had a dream that ended on a really good part, and she's just feeling sad overall. Seeing Justin yesterday kind of really threw her off. It went pretty okay, but it was just really awkward. So I think maybe she's considering to send him a message to be like, look, we're gonna be around each other quite a lot since we're married to each other's siblings, to try and have a decent, normal relationship, because ignoring each other just won't work. So what's gonna be the best option? Maybe send inspiring message to inspire him to act normal, try to get over what happened. It'll be a right thing to do. He said, you're silly, Lauren. I don't know if he meant it as silly, oh, you're so silly, of course, or you're so silly as in that's stupid, but I guess she would respond either way. So they're slowly, really slowly recovering their, at least friendship, but she's still feeling really sad after that. Talk to love, what? Pardon? Talk to lover. Wait, I didn't mean to do all of this so quickly. Lauren, why are you really rushing through this? We're only on episode 1, please. Relax. I hope she's just calling Lewis at work and not Justin, because that would be a bit too much. Oh no. Oh no. Lauren, what are you doing? This is getting so messy. I'm actually stressed out by her. Oh, and Lewis just got promoted. Great job, Lewis. That's amazing. Oh, and you know what? I don't think she'll be getting pregnant anytime soon, because apparently she's on her period. So that's really unfortunate timing, but we'll see. Let's see. I don't think they can go together, but you can go go visit the doctor to evaluate your fertility, and Lauren is going to do the same, but hers will also tell us if her pregnancies could be risky in any way. So let's have you evaluate your fertility and pregnancy riskiness. Oh, Lewis has some fertility issues. He's got low fertility and starting a pregnancy might be a little difficult. What about Lauren though? Nothing is indicating that your fertility is anything but average. This is really good. And her riskiness is also kind of average. So Lauren is fine, but I think Lewis might have some issues. That is actually so stressful. He's actually sad because he learned that he has low fertility. Oh, I feel so bad for him. They can still try for a pregnancy. I guess it's just gonna take a little while. I'm not gonna have Lauren take a pregnancy test because I feel like it's just not possible right now, but I'm gonna have her take a fertility awareness test, which I also think is on 0 because she is on her period. Oh, it's actually on 2%. Should I maybe try for a little pregnancy test then? No, I'm gonna keep that for later, I think. Leaving her home alone on the PC and everything, it's making me so stressed that she's gonna talk to Justin again. And even the relationship, as in romantic relationship, is not fully read anymore. Lauren, what are you doing? Oh my god, wait a minute. Annette and Justin adopted a full-on child. Annette is really rushing to be ahead of Lauren. Now they're even having trouble conceiving and she goes and does this? I think Lauren would be even more in a hurry to conceive right now. She's the last one to give her mother some grandchildren because her brother is going to have a baby with her fiance, and now Annette adopted a child with her ex-boyfriend. That must hurt. Is there anything I can do? I can't do anything to boost Lewis's fertility, unfortunately. However, I can boost Lauren's fertility a little bit, so maybe she should go fertility treatment in the morning, so maybe that will help. You know what, maybe just try for a pregnancy before you go to sleep. That 2% is still something. She's getting really desperate to try now. And I guess she's not telling Lewis the reasons. She's not saying anything that she doesn't want to be behind her siblings, especially Annette. It's just she wants a baby and that's it. But yeah, Lewis is kind of oblivious to that. Unfortunate. He just thinks that she wants to expand the family. So Lauren can make a bit of breakfast while Lewis is still catching up on some work to do before he has to go in. And after that, I think I'm gonna send her for that fertility treatment. Maybe she should just boast about family, just to really push this idea of having a baby as soon as possible. And that will also kind of give her something to do, kind of occupy her a little bit, because as soon as Lewis goes to work, there's not really that much she needs to do around the house. Lewis is off to work, so I guess Lauren could go for that fertility treatment. And it has been completed, so we'll see once Lewis is back home. Maybe she can invite Maya around to keep her company, because she still has nothing to do for the rest of the day. Let's congratulate her on her engagement, even though it's probably been a while since then, but it's still really cute. But I think Lauren will be so interested in Maya's pregnancy, so she's gonna ask about the due date and all of that. She would actually be so ecstatic about that, and also ask for the invite for the wedding, because it would be nice to be invited at least to this wedding. Oh, she's like super pregnant. She might even give birth maybe tomorrow, who knows. So I think Lauren would still take this as an opportunity to get as much info and as many tips and everything as possible. Oh, that is so cute. Hopefully Lauren will be in Maya's place really soon. She keeps asking Lauren to feel the baby. That is so cute. I guess she sees how desperate Lauren is to be pregnant as well, so she's at least letting her experience a bit of her pregnancy too. I think maybe, since Annette is not around today, she could maybe ask Maya, how does she feel about Justin? Was everything at the dinner the other night really awkward, or was it okay? Because I feel like she would want some neutral opinion. But Maya looks a little bit confused. I guess it was a bit confusing for everyone involved. Well, Lewis is gonna be home really soon. I was literally about to send her out. Oh, this is super interesting. I've never seen this before. Brian and Maya are feeling the stress living with the in-laws. I really hope they won't split up. They literally just got pregnant. Lewis is finally done with his meal, so why don't we see if that fertility treatment helped at all? Oh, you know what? I forgot to check her fertility level. It was 2%, and and now I'm wondering if it's more. But I actually kind of like that they're having trouble conceiving. It's just a bit of extra for the storyline. I don't know, I've never had that issue before, so it's really fun to explore. I am finally going to have her take a pregnancy test. However, you don't get to see it right now. This is where I'm going to end it. Thank you so much for watching. First episode of the Crybaby Whims challenge. I feel like it has been quite juicy already. Let me know your opinion on everyone and the entire situation. If you have any suggestions, or who knows, maybe even some baby names, maybe we'll need them for the next episode. But speaking of, if you want to tune in into that one, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss anything. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!